Hello everyone, this is Shadow Konachek from Waterbear Workshop, and today I'm going to teach you how to play the Mire. Start by setting up the tiles in a 6x6 grid. Make sure to leave yourself a little bit of room between each tile, and it doesn't need to be absolutely perfect. Let's take a moment to take a look at the tiles themselves. As you can see, each tile will have one of 3 different icons, and then they each have one of 3 different backgrounds as well. These will be important for your moves later. You will also have blocking cubes and meeples for each color. After determining a player order, in this case gray will go first. First player will pick a tile from the exterior of the grid. That will be that player's held tile. Now, the second player will take their turn to pick a held tile, once again from the exterior of the grid. In order to limit first player advantage, second player now gets to choose where they put their meeple. This will also be on the exterior of the grid and needs to match either the icon or the background of their held tile. First player now gets to take their turn placing their meeple, once again matching the icon or the background of their held tile and on the exterior of the grid. Now it's time to get started. First thing you typically do on your turn is pick up your blocking cube from wherever it's at, but we skip that on the first turn because it's not placed. So next, you're going to move your meeple to an unoccupied adjacent face-up tile that shares an icon or a background with your held tile. This adjacency can be either orthogonal or diagonal. In this case, gray really only has 2 options. Once you move, go ahead and flip the tile that you just moved from. If you aren't able to move legally on your turn, you lose. Next, gray is going to swap. Paying attention to the icon and the background on the held tile, they are going to swap 2 adjacent tiles on the board. These don't need to be adjacent to the meeple, they just need to be adjacent to each other, and one needs to have either the icon or the background in common with the held tile. Since this tile has the mushroom icon in common, let's swap that with any of the adjacent tiles, including the empty space diagonal to it. You are also able to swap with a face-down tile, as long as the face-up tile matches either your held tile's icon or background. Alternatively, you may swap out your held tile with any other face-up tile on the board. You would do this to change up your options for moves in the future, but you can also use it strategically to limit your opponent's movements. For now, gray will stick with the swap that they already performed. As the final part of their turn, gray is now going to place their blocking cube. You can place the blocking cube on any face-up tile that once again matches either the icon or the background on your held tile. You might place it in order to make sure that you have a tile that you can move to. Or alternatively, you might place it in such a way that you are preventing your opponent from having a good move. Now the second player, brown in this case, will take their turn. They have the added restriction that they are unable to interact with the tile that gray's blocking cube is on in any way during their turn. Going back to the first player's turn, they will start their turn by picking up the blocking cube, make a move, swap, and drop the blocking cube again, following all of the previous guidelines. Play continues in this way over many turns, going back and forth, shifting and sinking the battlefield until one person finds themselves in a difficult situation. When a player is unable to make a legal move on their move phase of their turn, they lose. We hope this video helped you to learn the rules of the Mire, and we hope that this game has you strategizing for years to come. Don't forget to check out our website and follow us on socials to see our upcoming projects and events.